It is Sunday, about 2 o'clock. Clay and I are getting out for the day. Not for the day. What was you going to say, man?
What's really worse is during the week when you come home from work. That's the worst. At 5 o'clock, you
have to wait on people so you can turn and get in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like, come on. You're ready to shoot somebody.
I hear you, man. You got that from me, didn't you?
I did.
We are going to run first. I'm going to go tan. And I'm going to go to pick up Clay some drinks. Yep. It is Sunday, about 2-ish.
Oh, it's pretty.
What time is it? What time's your phone say it is?
1:50.
Yeah, so 2 o'clock. But y'all, from my shoulders to the crack of my butt, I am so sore I can hardly move, and I'm not exaggerating. Every move has got to be thought out because Thursday I started throwing up. You know, I've been sick at my stomach and crampy guts and all that kind of stuff. So that's probably one of the 2 times in my life I would have said, you know what, just kill me. I'd rather be dead. I was sick beyond any sickness I've ever, I've had food poisoning. I had food poisoning one other time, and it was hell, just let me tell you. But that wasn't even one of the times I wished I was dead. This time, y'all, the sickness was, I can't even put it into words. It was like nothing I had ever felt before. Hope I never feel again. I do think now that it's all played out and all that, I believe it was gallbladder related. I threw up and threw up and threw up and threw up and threw up. And when I wasn't throwing up, I was in there gagging myself trying to throw up. And that just, y'all, I will fight to throw up with every inch of my body. I hate to throw up. But I was in there, I would be gagging myself trying to throw up, and tons of diarrhea too. But here's the thing, y'all. This is why I think it was gallbladder related. For one, my stomach would swell up like I was 9 months pregnant. And the crampy guts was killing me, the nausea. But even though I threw up and had a ton of diarrhea, there was never any acid. Is that gross? I mean, I think that was probably one of the reasons I could go in there and try to make myself throw up, because there wasn't all that crazy acid, because that's part of what I hate about throwing up. But yeah, there was just never any acid. So I think that means my gallbladder must have been, like, one of the ducts was blocked and it couldn't put the bile in there or whatever it does. I'm not even sure what the gallbladder does, but it better sit its little ass down and calm down. Ain't nobody got time for being sick like that. That was like my stomach, not just my stomach muscles, but like right here around my ribs, both muscles, like the back strap, like when you, I don't know if y'all don't know about hunting, but on a deer, the back strap's the good part. My back strap is so sore, y'all. Those 2 big old hunk of muscles running down both sides of my spine. My throat right here, not my throat, but my neck muscles are sore. My eyeballs are sore. Everything is sore because I puked for, it ended up lasting about 18 hours. But I'm here to say, no nausea and no crampy guts. So, maybe it was maybe I had been fighting a virus and it just finally, you know, I couldn't fight it anymore. I don't think that was it. I think it was a gallbladder attack. And so I'll have to talk to my doctor about it at my next visit. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not having surgery. That booger's gonna, well, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say that sucker's gonna have to blow up to make me have some surgery. But my luck, it'll blow up tomorrow, and no. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my little act together and not eat bad and set my gallbladder or my diabetes or whatever it is. Anyway, I'll have to talk about all that with my doctor when I go next. But I'm really not trying to have no surgery. I'm really not, because me and surgery don't get along. And my body goes, oh, surgery? Well, just let me go ahead and try to die for you. So I ain't trying to have none of that. I'm just going to pop up in here and tan right quick, though. Fixing to get up in here in this tan bed and get my tan on, y'all. Oh, where the little bench went. Maybe I've never been in this room before, but normally there's a little built-in bench. Still a little bit gun shy to put much in my stomach. The hell is that smell?
What's that?
Oh, I don't know, it's like a rotten smell. Dan says I should be a drug dog. He's like, Clay, you don't smell that. It is funky. It smells like somebody hadn't washed their ass in about 5 months. Yeah, he said I smell like, because my nose is so good, I should be a trained drug dog. And he's not wrong. I mean, I know I'm crazy, like in that way. I hear crazy good, I smell crazy good. I don't see crazy good no more because, you know, I'm old, but yeah, I'm scared to put much in my stomach. I'm not kind of messing with dairy, even though that's low carb. My stomach my gallbladder doesn't like dairy. So, I was gonna get a hamburger patty with cheese, but I think I'm just gonna go home and eat maybe some grilled chicken and a wrap, in a wrap or something like that, just to not test my luck with my stomach just yet, because I haven't lived over my last throwing up session. So I tanned and we picked up groceries, and we've been gone like 28 minutes, and tanning takes 20, so we are winning. Okay, this is what I'm gonna eat. It is half of a lavash wrap, a little bit of shredded lettuce, some fajita grilled chicken fajita meat, and some avocado. And I'm gonna put just a squirt of ranch dressing on it, and then I'm gonna wash maybe 2 or 3 strawberries, and that's what I'm gonna eat right now. Dan bought these potatoes, gosh, probably a couple months ago now, and I just haven't cooked them. And so today, I think I'm gonna put these in for them, and I've got them a little skillet of cornbread going. Dan has cooked some pinto beans. They've been going all day. And I'm going to fry some pork chops for supper tonight. Y'all, I knew he had bought them a while ago, but look, they're starting to sprout. He's fixing to get these anyway. Guys, I don't know. I've never cooked a potato with a sprout coming out of it like this, but we're fixing to see. I just washed this. Y'all, Dan should have been born in a different time. He carries this in his truck, and when they're on a job site where they can build a fire, he will build a fire, and him and Clay will get this big cast iron griddle thing out, and they will cook them some steaks on it like they're camping or something. Y'all, he should have been born at a different time, like in the 1800s, when he didn't have a choice. This was the way he had to cook, because he's what do you call it, a mountain man at heart. And there is Dan and Clay's plate. Dan has to have buttered cornbread and cornbread under his beans. So anyway, I just need to look and see if I have an onion to cut him a wedge of onion, and then that's it. But I'm not having anything, y'all. About midway through cooking just now, y'all, I got so shaky I could hardly stand here. And so I'm just not hungry. I'm not gonna eat anything. I thought I was more well than I am, but yeah, like right now my face is flushed, I'm sweating and I'm shaking, so I'm gonna go sit down. I'm not gonna eat nothing. Blech. I have made a royal mess out of my little going to the doctor thing, y'all. I got over to fill my medicine this morning, and they said, we don't have any prescriptions for you. What I do is, when I go to the doctor, I just take all the prescriptions she writes me, and then I just give them to the pharmacist, and they just fill it when I need it. So I went this morning to get my medicine filled, and they said, we don't have anything for you. And I said, what? that's odd, because I just give y'all everything. Anyway, so I pull my wallet out, and I should have went to the doctor on the 23rd. Here it is, like the 29th or whatever it is today. And I just missed it. Now, I'm not blaming the office whatsoever, but her office usually calls and reminds me that I have an appointment coming. So I've just gotten to where I just depend on that to know when I need to go to the doctor. Well, I'm sure with it being, you know, the first of the year and coming off of, you know, the holidays and stuff, they just didn't call me this month to remind me that I had an appointment, and I didn't make the appointment. So I happened to be friends with my doctor, so I texted her, but I had called her office, and it was just busy every time. Well, I rarely ever call her office that it's ever, I mean, I can't remember a time that it was busy before. Well, this morning it was busy for like 30 straight minutes, and so I texted her and said, hey, you know, I'm out of medicine. You know, I forgot my visit. I'm so sorry, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, I thought, well, while I'm in the middle of this text, driving back from the pharmacy, you know, I said, let me try the office one more time. Well, they answer, so I have to text her back and go, never mind, just kidding, I got through to your front desk. So I'm headed to the doctor. They managed to squeeze me in at 1. Y'all, I hate when I do stupid stuff like that, so I got to get my butt back in gear. But I had been thinking to myself, like one day last week, I had thought, you know, I haven't been to see the doctor in quite a while, so I know I'm due to go back soon. I should look, but I wasn't feeling good, and I got whatever distracted or whatever, and just didn't look at my little, because she always gives me like an appointment card, and so I didn't look. And so yeah, I got myself in this little mess right here, but she's gonna squeeze me in, and I'll go back again to get my medicine filled and see if I can't get my life back in order. I already feel like it's so much better, y'all. I know y'all get so tired of hearing me talking about the tanning thing, and I'm gonna quit talking about it, but I already it's kind of the tanning thing, and then whatever that sickness was that I had, all kind of working out around the same time. I feel so much better. Like, I feel my head feels more clear, I can think straight, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, to make sure your vitamin D is where it should be, the tanning thing works amazing for that for me. And not only does it get my it gets my vitamin D up, but getting my vitamin D up, y'all, it makes such a huge difference emotionally, everything for me. I just feel so much better. So, and I know that with Chloe passing, that was what got me into such a low spot, because you know, as you know, if you follow me, you know I did not handle that well at all. And I'm not to say well, I just didn't handle it. It was just hard on me. I'm not gonna say I didn't handle it. These roads are brick, so I apologize for that. We'll be off of them in a second. Downtown Tyler, their old streets are brick streets, and so yeah, I don't want to say I didn't handle that well, because there's really like no right or wrong way to handle something like that. It just hit me really hard, and yeah, so I mean, that alone is what threw me into such a state. I stopped doing everything. I stopped the diet. I stopped tanning. I stopped everything. I stopped kind of living, because it was just rough. And as she sits over here in the seat beside me, I'm doing better. I really am. And I should have made more of a conscious effort in the midst of that to make myself go tan some. And I don't think I would have I don't think I would have spiraled so out of control with my eating and everything else had I stayed on top of my tanning better. So let's make sure, I'm going to try to make sure from here on out, I kind of stay on top of that, because that was a really, really, really low spot for me. Y'all, I was craving like a chicken burrito supreme from Taco Bell, but our Walmart doesn't have a variety of these Atkins meals. So I went to a different Walmart, and look, y'all, I found this beef fiesta taco bowl. I know it's not chicken, but it'll be okay. And I'm so tired, I'm not even gonna dump it out of this bowl. I'm gonna eat it straight out of this bowl with some avocado. But this will fix my wanting a chicken burrito craving, I think, or at least I hope. But yeah, so if your Walmart don't have very many Atkins meals, try a different Walmart, because it looks like they different ones carry different meals. So I was really excited to find some different ones. They also had this Mexican style chicken and vegetables that I haven't seen before, so I got some of those. And I don't normally buy these little pizza ones, but I went ahead and bought them today. We'll see. I'm not too sure about that. We'll have to see. But my clay man texted and asked if I could bring him and Dad something to eat, and I said, of course I can. And I said, what do you want? You want Sonic? You want Whataburger? You want... He's been saying he wanted some catfish. So I said, you want some catfish? And I'm not sure he was able to understand the whole message. So he just sent back Sonic. So I am headed to Sonic to get my man some Sonic. And then his daddy texted and said, hey, I want cheese and crackers and summer sausage. And so I tell you, I packed him. Look, this is how you know you country. You getting your lunch in a Walmart bag. That's how you know you old and country. Dan buys this right here. Bridgeford, I think he gets this at Walmart. I'm not sure. This summer sausage, and actually this would be good on my low carb diet because this has no carbs, but I don't eat this stuff. And he's getting some cheese like this, and I packed him some peanuts that I get him at the Dollar Tree. I packed him some peaches and some oranges. Yeah, that's what Dan's getting for lunch. And I'm gonna hit up the Sonic and get my clay man something. But y'all, I have never come to our Sonic. Well, there's actually more than one Sonic in our town, but anyway, the Sonic closest to me, but it don't matter. I've never seen anybody here not be super nice. They've always been, everybody, every single person, every single car hop that's ever come to my car has been so nice. I love that. That's why I always try to make sure I tip good, because I just want them to know, you know, I appreciate you for whatever. Like if you got my food out here like you was supposed to, but I'm appreciative of that. But mainly because they're nice. I just like that. I like nice. Y'all, I am a good mama and a good wife because I'm sitting up in here smelling these Sonic French fries. Well, it's not French fries, it's tater tots, but smelling this Sonic food. I'm just smelling it up. And I'm not gonna eat any. But I'm glad to be back on my diet. I feel, y'all, I mean, like I could eat this Sonic. I mean, you know, nobody's keeping me from it. But I know how terrible it makes me feel. And why I was continuing to do it, and why it took me throwing my guts up for almost 24 straight hours to get my act back on track. I don't know. I'm going to do a video about that. I'm going to do a, like, why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we torture? It's torture. I mean, you know, like, maybe it's kind of hard staying on this diet sometimes, and some people might see that as torture. But it's hard. The real torture is eating bad and then it making you feel bad, like your stomach feel bad, you emotionally feel bad. You just feel bad all over. When you're like trying to stay on a low carb diet, it's torture sometimes, like not to reach over here and eat about 5, what are those, tater tots? Maybe that's a little bit of torture, but no, the real torture is getting into a depression so deep you don't get out of the bed every day. And that's where I was, y'all. Anyway, I just wasn't getting out of bed every day. And I haven't kept that a secret from anybody, but I haven't also talked about it a whole lot. But yeah, I'm gonna get my ass back in gear, because there ain't no sense in eating and making myself feel like I was feeling, you know. Now, depression, grief, whatever, that landed me there and kind of kept me there for a while, because, I mean, and I had known, like, you know, I had been talking to myself literally for a couple of years, like, you know, saying, you know, she's old, Gina, she's not gonna live forever, and stuff like that. I'd been doing that for a couple of years because I knew it was going to be hard for me. I just had no idea how hard it was going to be. And I'm probably not going to be able to still talk about it. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean for it to get me like this. I just can't help it. What bothers me, I'm going to go ahead and say it while I'm already bawling. I could have handled it much better. I know I did the right thing. I know I did. But I had to choose to put her down. And that will haunt me for the rest of my life. I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. Anyway, I am in a much better place. Oh, wait a minute. I was fixing to take the wrong freaking road. I'm in a much better place. I really am. I really, really am. But it's still, and like I said, it's probably going to always just bother me that I had to choose to do it. I mean, it was going to happen. She was going to die. And it would have been a hard death because she was suffering. So, I know it was right. But I had to choose to just end it. Like, I feel like I killed her. And I know that's not right. I know I did the right thing. It's just still hard. I'm gonna quit talking about it because I'm in a better place, y'all. I really am. These tears are just gonna probably always be here for her. But I have gotten to where I can talk about her without crying. So that's good, and I'm sorry I didn't mean to have that little moment. They sneak up on me. But like I said, I know I did the right thing. Dan and I were talking about it the other day, and I said, like when I can't sleep, and I haven't been able to sleep a lot, so I spend a lot of time, you know, with my mind wandering. But I try not to watch depressing stuff because, you know, I'm already pretty freaking depressed as it is. But I didn't realize I put, like on YouTube, I put stuff in my watch later thing, and then I just go in there at night and just click it on and just watch, you know. Well, I didn't realize I had saved a video that was about DIPG, and if you don't know what DIPG is, good for you. But it's a childhood brain cancer that's usually always terminal. I believe it is always terminal. I'm not sure. But anyway, I had accidentally saved a video about that. I didn't realize that was what it was about, or I wouldn't have put it in my watch later. So I ended up watching that like during the night, and Dan, the next day I was talking to Dan about it, and I said, you know what's terrible is that I had that opportunity, I had that choice, I had that option with Chloe. I could help her not suffer, but we can't do that for like people. Like, we don't have that option for people, because you know, I could tell it was terrible. You know, it was terrible. And to have to watch anybody you love go through something like that is just terrible. And I think it's terrible that we have that option. Not terrible that we have that option with our pets, but that we don't have that option when it comes to people that we love. We have to just sit and watch them suffer, and that's just terrible. So yeah, I try not to watch stuff like that, because you know, I'm not in a good space about stuff like that. I'm never in a good space about stuff like that ever, because I guess I'm just so tenderhearted. But especially because, you know, it's still so new with Chloe. And to me, I don't know, maybe it'll always feel this way. I don't know. Because it's been since September. She passed in September. So it's not exactly brand new, but it's still new. But I'm doing better. I am. I know it may not look like it, but I am. I really am. No more crying today. I think I'm going to run by Fred's and see what Fred's has got. That's what I do, y'all. I like to go hit up. Like like I say, I don't like to shop, but I love a good deal. So I hit up my favorite stores quite often just to see what they've got, because, you know, if you don't, you'll miss out on the good stuff. So, or that's my excuse anyway. So, yeah. I know the last clip right before this was me being upset, but I've taken Dan their lunch, Dan and Clay. I fed them, I stayed with them, and they sat in the car and ate their lunch. And I talked to them for a while, got back in the car, headed home, and my song come on. I was singing my song so hard, I missed 2 turns. I had to turn around 2 different times and go back. So yeah, life is good.
The chicken's not too bad. We had geese last year. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
I need cracked corn for my chickens.
Okay.
I only have 2, so.
Okay, you want like I got a 25 or a 50-pound bag?
25 will be good. Okay. Guys, you know I'm hot. You know, I'm all about a good deal. Well, Fred's is one of my favorite dollar stores. So I go in there kind of often, you know, because, well, it's just because it's easy to get to. It's close to us. But also, you get really good stuff if you get it on sale. Well, I went in there just now and I found these. They're jeggings, they're jeans, but they're stretchy like leggings. They have them for $10, and you know, to me that's a great price. And so I went in there to pick me up a pair. I knew they had the capris turned up like this, so I wanted to get a pair before they get picked over. But while I was in there, they had a 90% off rack. Usually I have not seen a 90, or maybe I have seen a 90. I was gonna say, I think all I have seen is an 80, but maybe I have. Let me turn some air on, y'all. It's hot. Maybe I have seen a 90. I got Clay a pair of blue jean shorts. Guys, do you know how much these shorts were? You'll never guess. 89 cents. 89 cents, y'all. Not even 90 cents. I mean, like, not even $1. And you can trust and believe if that had more than one pair, I'd have got him more than one pair. But that was all they had in his size. So I am winning today. I'm within 3 minutes of anything on the planet. I mean, like, I can be at, you know, I can go tan it, I can go buy groceries, I can pick up a new pair of shoes. I mean, whatever I want 3 miles from my house. And that is just so nice because, you know, for so much of my life, we lived way out in the country, you know, 40 or 50 miles from a store. So this is nice that I can just run to the store. Of course, this is not what Dan would like. Dan would like to still be out in the middle of the woods somewhere. And he's actually looking at a piece of land. He's been looking at a piece of land that's out. It's not crazy far out, but it's out. And I don't know. I don't know if I would. I do want, of course, you know, I want to build a house, and I'm gonna build a house one way or the other. I'm gonna make it happen, and us living in Shirley may be what makes it happen. I would like to, like I've said, either rent or sell my house that I'm in now, and us live in Shirley for a while so that we can build us a house, because I want. I mean, you know, I've always wanted to build a house. It just hasn't always been possible. But I just want a little. We lived in a house. I've shown it in the vlogs before. When we lived in Arkansas, we lived in a little house that was, I don't remember, like 900-ish square feet. I think that was probably the happiest time. Well, for one, because, you know, I got my BFF is there and all that, but in my family, but house-wise, it was small. It wasn't, you know, I mean, it was, to most people it would be too small, but to me it didn't feel too small. I could keep it clean, you know, it wasn't hard to keep it picked up and stuff. So I think a little house would be perfect again for us. You know, Clay wants to build him a little tiny house. And so if we got that piece of land, he could build a tiny house. We could build us, all of us, a little house. And then we could also build Clay a tiny house so that he can have some independence, you know, and get to feel like he's living on his own. You know, Cameron's moved out, and, you know, she's married, moved out, and now Nicole has moved out, and life is good. I haven't spoken about, you know, I don't speak about either one of them a lot, but Nicole is still in Colorado. I saw somebody in the comments ask about her. She's living in Colorado. She's loving it. She's working, and she's met somebody that she's moved in with, so life is good at the moment. Yep, all my babies are happy. That's all I want, is happy babies. She said they may try to come for a visit in June or July. I can't remember what she said, but yeah, she said they may try to come down and stay for a little bit, which I think would be great. I'm really looking forward to that, but who knows, maybe in the meantime we'll get up there to see her before she gets to come up in the summer. I am frying some bacon because I'm in a crazy snacky mood. So, you know, I always eat bacon on this diet. I filmed a video today. I've already taken my makeup and stuff off because it was on my nerves. If I ever cry with makeup on, it's over. It's got to come off, and that's what happened. And I hate, like, I am really in a much better place, guys. I am happier than I've been in a long time. I feel better than I have in a long time, but I do still cry because obviously I miss her. And another thing, when there are reminders all over the house like that, how do you not think about her? And I know I've got to start getting rid of some of that stuff, and I will. I'll start getting, you know, going through and doing that, because, you know, she was a member, like a active member of this family every single day for the last 14 years. So there's going to be, like, she's in every fiber of our life. So I'm not going to, like, actively take it out, I don't think. Over time, I think it'll work out. You know, like, I just asked Dan, you know, Clay burned the microwave, and we need to put another one there. We just haven't yet. And I had said something to Dan about maybe taking that space where Chloe's bed was and putting a microwave there instead of having it up here. So at times like that, I know it'll just happen, you know. And I think I would rather it happen like that than for me just to go through the house just, you know, getting rid of everything. So I don't know. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. And you know, honestly, something that has kind of gotten on my nerves, and I know it's not right, I shouldn't feel that way, but I do. I can't fix how I feel. I can just change how I react to it. But people saying, oh, I know exactly how you feel, or something like that, and they have a dog that lives out in the backyard, you don't know how I feel. I'm not saying you don't love your pet, but when your pet wasn't, when you didn't care for your pet like it was a special needs child, you know, like I literally did everything for Chloe every day. I fixed her 3 meals a day. I lifted her on the bed and off the bed a gazillion times a day. You know, it was a different relationship. She didn't live out in the backyard. Even the cat that lives in the house with us, it's not the same relationship. I don't have the same relationship with her as I did Chloe. You know, the cat, you know, she loves us. And she comes around, lets us pet her every now and then. But as far as dependent on us, she doesn't. I mean, she does. But, like, Chloe depended on us depended on me for everything. Like, for her happiness, for her food, for her comfort, for everything. And that's why it's been so hard. She wasn't just a dog to me. You know, she was a baby to me. So, and I know I don't need to keep justifying that. But, you know, I just was, you know, kind of thinking about when people say, oh, I know how you feel, and they have like 7 dogs that live outside. No, it's not the same. It's really not. It is Thursday morning. I am about to eat my breakfast, which is 2 eggs and a sauce. Look, I painted that one to see what color that fingernail polish was. And a sausage patty, like a no-carb sausage patty. This is my supper from last night, guys. I only ate half of that little pizza for a couple of different reasons. One, because it has a lot of like overall carbs. It only has a few net carbs, but I'm still kind of a little leery. My body doesn't just do net carbs. It goes, oh no, heifer, I see all them carbs. And I was kind of scared it would mess with my gallbladder, so that's why I only ate half of that pizza last night. But I'm about to eat breakfast and run to Walmart. Have a good day. Y'all, I came in here for the stuff for chicken spaghetti. I did get it, but all this other stuff just jumps in my buggy. I got this stuff. All this is to make Dan and Clay some chicken spaghetti for supper tonight. They wanted that, so I ran and got that. And all this, oh, and this is what I went for too. I am out of trash bags, so I bought this big 120 box. I'm not trying to run out of no trash bags again. I needed some, what's that? Paper towels. Clay wanted some soap. I got some hair color. I picked up some more Advil and some more allergy medicine. Some dishwashing stuff. I needed another squirt bottle. It don't matter how many of these I buy, Dan always walks off with it. So that's pretty much like almost every time I go to the store, I buy one of those because Dan will get it. I bought a couple of shirts. I'll show those to y'all. Normally I buy the Atkins cookies and cream drinks or whatever these are called. Those are nowhere to be found in the store now. I swear, every freaking time I find something that I like and works for me, bam, Walmart don't have it anymore. So I'm going to try this. It's got the same carb count as the Atkins cookies and cream one. So yeah, I have no idea. This is my new favorite flavor of Kool-Aid. I got some more wraps, and I picked up, I have some of these saved on Amazon, but I've never tried it before, so I hated to just randomly buy it. So I didn't realize Walmart had it. This is the Quest chips. This right here was $2.59. So I don't know, unless it's almost like it's crazy, crazy good. I won't be buying that again. And I bought these. These have a kind of high carb count, but when you take, you know, the fiber from the carb count, you get the net carbs. It's not terrible, and I thought, you know, if you just have a bite of something sweet to satisfy your sweet tooth, maybe that'll help. But these were $2 a piece, so I probably won't be buying those very much either. But yeah, that's what I bought at Walmart just now. Now I'm just going to set my tired self down. And this is my lunch today, guys. It's fresh mozzarella in a half of a wrap, and I melted it a little bit too long, you can see, and 4 strawberries. And of course I'll have my lemonade, Kool-Aid, whatever you call it. But that's lunch today. You know, I just showed that I had bought these today, and I bought them just to like have a little something. Like when I get a sweet craving, a lot of the times just a taste of something will help, you know, help that craving pass. But it only has 6 net carbs, you know, for the whole thing. I just broke off a little tiny bite, and it's okay. Like in a pinch, it's okay. I know you can't really tell, but y'all, it is hard as like I can't even mash it. I'm trying to mash it really hard. So it has a good flavor. It's kind of got that diet taste to it. So with it being $2 for this one little bar, and the fact that it's hard as a rock and it's not all that, I probably won't do this again, but I'll try the other flavors and let you know. It was good, don't get me wrong. In a pinch, this would be great. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know.